This month's subject in our Face in the Crowd segment is going to take us flying. Hang on.
It's hard to describe. It's the most thrilling thing I've ever done. I mean, like I was telling you a while ago, I've always been sort of a thrill seeker. I've skydived and bungeed and whitewater rafted. Always something, looking for an adrenaline rush. And this gets it going more than anything. Just the thrill of having that power in your hand and being able to control something like that. It's great. I love it. Even when you're just flying circles, when you're learning as a beginner, it's a thrill, bringing it in and landing it.
Jim Dunbar started learning to fly remote-controlled planes in July last year.
Oh, it was the biggest thrill of my life. I was shaking so bad and my hands were so sweaty I about dropped the radio.
A co-worker introduced him to the sport and told him about Hobbypark.
I never even knew it existed until my buddy told me about it.
Now he's here sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, and he's no longer flying his beginner plane. He's moved to a faster model.
It has the same controls that a real airplane does. You got your elevator, ailerons, rudder, throttle, just like if you was crawling in a real one and flying it. So in essence, you're a pilot, but you're not sitting in the seat. You're having to stand here on the ground and do it. So it's an addiction. You get one plane built, you're already thinking about that next one. You want the one that'll go a little faster, or the one that'll do a little bit more aerobatics.
And that brings us to why he's our face in the crowd. See, once Jim realized his love for flying these planes, he bought a new one and shared his excitement with a friend.
Yeah, that's the great part of this hobby. It's it's a lot of good fellowship. People are always willing to help each other out, and that's sort of where I've been. I've took what I've learned over the last few months, and now I'm trying to transfer that knowledge on to my buddies that's interested. And that's how the hobby grows. You learn, and then you tell your buddy about it, and he wants to learn. And you're doing good. You're doing excellent. You're keeping your altitude, making good smooth turns, doing good.
Now Marty, his friend, is also taking lessons.
Says I'm doing good.
He is.
First day was a little interesting, but I like it. It's just like he said, it's addiction. I'm just learning to fly, and I've already bought another plane, starting to build it.
So as long as people like Jim keep spreading the news about remote control flying, the hobby has a future. And a side note, around the same time Jim Dunbar started flying remote planes, he began taking lessons to fly the real thing. He's found the controls are similar, and so is the philosophy.
And we've got a little bit of a crosswind today, but any landing where you get to fly again, to me, that was a great landing.
Jim Dunbar, our face in the crowd.
That's our Face in the Crowd for this month.